NFL Roundup Saturday Preview. I'm Dave Ferry. Fresh off a bye week, the Eagles and Chiefs are back on the field Saturday and are favorites to advance to the conference championship games. Philadelphia hosts the Giants and Kansas City entertains the Jaguars. The week off gave Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts extra time to rest his sprained right shoulder. He missed 2 games but was back under center when the Eagles beat the Giants 22-16 in Week 18. Hurts has respect for the Giants' defense.
Regardless of what they've done, I think they've done it well. Whether they're playing man coverage, they do that well. Whether they're playing zone coverage, they play that well. So I think for us, it's just on us executing versus them.
Hurts was healthy when the Eagles handed the Giants their worst loss of the season, 48-22 in Week 14. And now the two teams meet for the third time in 7 weeks. Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown says he doesn't see that as an advantage for either team.
It doesn't matter how many times you play somebody. It comes down to this opportunity, and you shouldn't be worried about what you did in the past or it doesn't help or doesn't hurt. You got to execute, and that's what we plan to do.
The Giants were riding high at 7-2 before a 2-5-1 finish dropped them to the 6th seed. But New York advanced in the wild card as Daniel Jones threw for 301 yards and ran for 78 yards in a 31-24 downing of the Vikings. But he faces another challenge playing in front of the hostile Eagle fans.
It's a divisional game. I think that brings some intensity to it. And, they're known for having a good crowd that supports their team. So we're prepared for it. We've played there.
Coach Brian Daboll says Jones has grown in his 4 NFL seasons, although this is their first year together. Daboll sees Jones as a calming influence who is far removed from the player who went 12-25 in his first 3 years.
Players look to him because he is that consistent voice, consistent messaging, consistent player, how he practices. I think consistent is probably the best word to use.
On paper, the Chiefs-Jaguars game appears to be a potential mismatch, and Jags coach Doug Peterson knows their margin for error is small.
For us, it's just a matter of just staying disciplined and trusting what we're doing and just understand your role within your game plan, right, and just execute each play one at a time.
Peterson was a backup quarterback when Reed was head coach of the Eagles, and he also was a member of Reed's coaching staff. Reed has been impressed by Jacksonville's improvement this season.
They've improved every week, and and they have bought in. Doug's done a great job, as his coaches have. It takes everybody, but he's done a nice job with that group.
A 27-17 loss in Kansas City left the Jaguars 3-7, but Jacksonville won 6 of its last 7 to win the AFC South, then turned a 27-0 deficit into a 31-30 win over the Chargers in the wildcard round. They advanced to the divisional round despite 4 first-half interceptions by Trevor Lawrence, who also threw for 4 touchdowns and leading the comeback.
I think we scored every drive in the second half, didn't punt again, so that's huge. Obviously, it gives us confidence, and you don't want to do that, but to be able to win a game like that is really, really special.
Lawrence has put up good numbers, throwing for 4,113 yards and 25 touchdowns. But Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes put up historic numbers, racking up 5,250 passing yards and 41 touchdowns for the NFL's #1 scoring offense. But the playoffs are an elevated brand of football, according to Mahomes.
I think you build up for this all season long, and the regular season you take it week by week, but you want to be here in the playoffs, and you're going to play the best football teams in the league, and that's what you want to do as a competitor. And so I'm excited to get to go up against a great football team at Arrowhead. That's always a good time.
As of Friday afternoon, DraftKings had the Chiefs a 9-point favorite, while the Eagles were giving 7.5 points. Sunday's games have the Bills hosting the Bengals before the Cowboys visit the 49ers. I'm Dave Ferry, AP Sports.